Welcome to Nippersink Forest Preserve. Good afternoon, everybody. I am coming to you this afternoon from Nippersink Forest Preserve in Round Lake, Illinois. It is at this location that we're going to check out all of the trails here at Nippersink Forest Preserve. So this is the fourth Lake County Forest Preserve that I've ridden so far this year. This is the first one to have one of these really big signs here with the big map. So I like the big maps, obviously. So we're right here in the first parking lot here. There are multiple parking lots in this forest preserve. They all enter off of Route 120. So what we're going to do is check out all available trails here. This is a wood chip trail here, this little trail here. According to the legend here, we are unable to ride on the wood chip trail. Also, this dashed line here is apparently a snowmobile route, so no bikes allowed there either. But we are allowed on the gravel trail, which is this loop here, and then this north trail extension, so we're definitely going to check out all of those. It looks like this forest preserve has a variety of different restrooms. They also have a couple overlook areas, and it looks like they also have a couple fishing piers, so we're going to check out all of that stuff. It looks like, according to this, they have at least 4 different shelters here. And it looks like the lower one is called South Lake. We got North Lake up here and Round Lake Marsh up over here. This is what the first parking lot looks like. They do have restrooms over here, a sheltered area for picnicking over here. On this side of the sign, you can see basically where all the forest preserves are here in Lake County. We're right over here at Nippersink. Nippersink is pretty close to the Millennium Trail over here, although I do not believe that there is a good connection. Some of the other Lake County videos we've done already this year are the Greenbelt Forest Preserve over here. They have a cultural center on one side and the rest of the Forest Preserve on the other side. And before that, we also checked out Ethel's Woods and both sides of Raven Glen Forest Preserve. That one's a little unique. According to AllTrails, the total ride should be right around 4.2 miles. That's riding all the loops here and then there and back. And then it's not on the map here. I don't see it here, but I did see it in AllTrails that there is a little side trail to get you to the intersection here. So if I find that, we're definitely going to jump on that just to see what that looks like. But other than that, I'm super eager to check out the trails here at Nippersink Forest Preserve. Let's go. So from the parking lot here, I don't see a good way to access the trail just right from here. There's no path going there, so we're gonna connect over that way there on the other side of the shelter. All right, so we made it to the first scenic overlook so far, and it is actually overlooking. All right, I stopped so I could figure out what the best way to do this is. It looks like I'm gonna have to turn right here. So I'm gonna go that way. I'm gonna run along this side here and then backtrack and then start this side of the loop and then pick up the extension. All right, so another fishing pier. Last few forest preserves I've done, it had a bunch of these. There are some forest preserves in Lake County that have 0 of these though. So I was like checking them out. Well, they have them. All right, so we finished that back track. Now we're at the point where we have the turnoff for the North Trail extension, which is this way over here. It looks like it goes 0.75 miles, though we are going to have to backtrack on that. All right, so we made it as north as we can here on this north extension. It comes right out here at Nippersink Road. From right here, we are pretty close to the Millennium Trail. The Millennium Trail crosses Nippersink Road right over here, so I don't know exactly how far that is though. It does appear there's a sidewalk here, but I really don't know how long that sidewalk goes. Although the street itself says it's only 30 miles per hour here, so that's obviously rideable. It also looks like there's another way you may be able to access it if this way is not good, would be going up this street here, connecting to this side street, and then you could pick up the Millennium Trail right here with just a little tiny bit on Fairfield Road. And that's the northern end of this section of the Millennium Trail. But I've never done it. The day is really nice out. We've peaked out on temperature right now. So what I'm gonna do here is just give it a shot and see what this looks like. All right, so we officially made it to the Millennium Trail here. While part of it, there was a shoulder, there was a section that doesn't have a shoulder. I'm not a big fan of that. Lake County can definitely do better there to connect the Millennium Trail to Nippersink Forest Preserve, that north extension there. So I want to see what the other way would look like, although in the video it's going to be the way back to Nippersink. But I'm going to go up the Millennium Trail here to the park over here that has the disc golf, and then I'm going to cut into this subdivision, come down, and then connect over here, because this probably a lot safer than this section here. All right, so looking at the sign here at Fairfield Park, we're right up here. So the way we came is from right up here, the extension, and then just rode straight down Nippersink Road. But now we've made our way up to here, so what I'm gonna do, you don't see it on the map, is cut through the subdivision and make my way down and just slightly over. Well, as you saw, I think it was actually way easier to hit the Millennium Trail from Fairfield Park than go down this way. Although some of it has a shoulder, there's a stretch that doesn't, and it's not much out of your way just to hit the actual trail cutting through this subdivision. So at this point, we're gonna head back down the trail here. Looks like there's a little side trail to the left. We'll come there and back, and then close up this loop, and then we should be back at the front of the Forest Preserve. And here is the other overlook. So on this extension to Nippersink Road, there are two overlooks. They're all grass, but it's nice and mowed. All right, so I followed that side trail. It comes out basically at the intersection of Cedar Lake Road and Illinois Route 120. Another fishing pier here. This is apparently Nippersink Lake. All right, so we made it back to the parking lot here at Nippersink Forest Preserve. According to AllTrails, it looks like we did 7.28 miles, but that obviously includes going completely out of the Forest Preserve to do this loop here. I would definitely like to see Lake County figure out a solution to get from here to the Millennium Trail. But as you saw, if you end up cutting through that subdivision, it's definitely not that difficult. As expected, it's a very high quality ride. Lake County definitely takes care of their trails. Let me know what you think of the trails in the comments below. If you are familiar with this area and you know of a cool place to check out, definitely let me know. As always, if you enjoy this content, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It definitely helps the channel grow. If you are interested in supporting this channel and helping us get to more trails, please consider a super thanks. And that's all I got today from Nippersink Forest Preserve. I'll catch you on the next ride. Do you have a trail recommendation for me? Let me know in the comments below.